What's going on, everybody? It's my Paul, but thank you all so much for coming back again in another video. And what I want to talk about today are things I hate about Plunder. Now, I've had to go back and redo this video because Infinity Ward, in their infinite wisdom at time of recording, went and took the main mode of Plunder out and replaced it with duos. So, let's talk about that first. Now, I love Plunder. I see people on the forums and on Twitter and on Facebook all the time bashing it. Oh, who cares? Nobody plays it anyway. Oh, fuck off. Loads of people play this mode, and there's supposedly 50 million people playing Warzone right now, so why can't we just have a tab for all of us, you know? Why can't we have Plunder trios, Plunder squads, you know, Plunder duos? Then, you know, we haven't got to split the regiment up, and the guys that we play with then haven't got either players of two or players of whatever, you know, I ain't got to break everyone up, we can just all play together, and one great big digital orgy. And it just annoys me, you know, Battle Royale's got all their modes, but Battle Royale's the most popular mode, fuck off again. You know, this is better than Battle Royale, in my opinion, alright? And it's far better. It's far more exciting, far more different things to do. There are some things that do make my piss boil, and that is definitely one of them. Another great big thing, which is like a fucking hedgehog up my urethra, is when you are spawning in, you jump out the plane, you pick your location, you're going to swoop down, like, right, I'm going to go there, I'm going to start this contract, blah, blah, blah. And there is always some fuckknuckle. He just pulls out the parachute, puts it back in, and starts popping you in the back. And it's like, you can't defend against it. You can't defend yourself. And it irritates me. It does. It's just like, what's the point? You know, just like, why are you doing it? Like, do your parents not love you? You must be adopted. Come on. Your dad whips you, doesn't he? So you got to do this to people online just to irritate them before the game even starts. You don't gain anything from it. The only thing you're successfully doing is pissing off the other person. But that's my goal! I tell you what, your mother should have fought back the rapist harder. But bear, I bet you do it to other people, don't you? Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I do. Is it because my parents whipped me? Well, that's a fucking video for a different day. But it's like the old only fools and horses joke, isn't it? Where he's talking to his footballer. Son, what did I say to you about dirty tackles? I know, Dad. Be first. Exactly the same. They're guaranteed it's going to happen to you. So, you know, if it's a you versus them situation, I'd rather you come out on top instead of them. Quite that simple, isn't it, really? And then, oh man, things that phase! Speaking of things that make my piss boil, rocket launcher spam. God, that's starting to get on my tits, that is. Really, really badly. Like, you know, you're getting into a gunfight and somebody just puts a rocket in the general fucking postcode of your direction. And it just completely strips your armor. Oh, but you know, in real life, rocket launchers would completely destroy you from a great distance away. Yeah, no, we're talking about a game mode where you can equip and unequip a parachute like that. Realism goes straight out the fucking window. Alright? I'm finding actual money on the street in this game. That's not realistic, not in this day and age. Because we're not allowed out on the streets, but that's not the point. So, yeah, no. Rocket launchers has got to be toned down. Just nerf them a bit. Just make it so that they're going to only royally fuck you up if it's a direct hit. I'm not saying nerf rocket launchers, because hell, you know, the guys who I play with, I know Rocco uses them all the time, and it's piss funny when he puts a rocket launcher in the general vicinity of someone and you just see him fly out the window. Well, it's just, when you're on the receiving end of it, it's so infuriating. And especially assholes who use rocket launchers on the way in from spawn. And speaking of that, I know you could argue that if you take away guns when you're parachuting in and Plunder, what you're going to do second time or third time you spawn back in. And that's quite simple. I just think they need to remove the guns from use the first time you spawn in. You know, as soon as you drop, as soon as you touch down, fucking go for it. Start massacring each other. Make it like a fucking Ted Bundy version of Comic-Con. Alright, just go crazy. But until you land, no, just keep all the guns out of the scenario. When you spawn in a second or third time, the main guns only, not your secondary. So basically then you can't just come swooping in with a parachute and a fucking rocket launcher. Alright? It just, I know it looks cool, but that shit gets irritating, trust me. And, you know, other than that, my only real other discrepancy is the vehicles. I think the vehicles are, you know what, and they are balanced in their own crazy little way. My god, they're so out of fucking whack, aren't they? I know it's a risk-reward scenario with the vehicles. I do kind of think that the bigger vehicles shouldn't go immediately down with just one C4 or one rocket. And I also don't think that if you get, you know, hit by a car in this game, it shouldn't immediately down you. I think it honestly should, like, fling you across the map. It hits you. It takes away 99.9% of your health. Basically, you'd have enough blood left in you to fill up a biro. Alright? but it just kind of gives you that fighting chance. And for small vehicles, 1C4, you know, for the Land Rover, for the quad bike, 1C4 I think will be sufficient. I think for the big truck, I think they could just like make them an armored truck and then have like 2 C4s or 1 C4 and a few bullets, just something like that, just so we can kind of, you know, they're not immediately resolving these solutions by twatting somebody with your car and killing them outright effectively. And all you got to do is back on over them and that's job done, and not being able to blow up the vehicles with just 1 C4. It's just about little balancing things really, but the main thing that I hate right now is because there is so much uncertainty about what modes are going to be taken away from us next in Plunder. I don't like duos, I don't, because I can't get the crew involved, and it's a shame that then people have to be left out. So I do want to see a change. I want to see it like the normal Warzone mode. That is priority right now. I didn't think this would be a priority, but it's now a priority. We need the sub-tab, we need to have duos, we need to have trios, and we need to have quads, and we need it fucking now.